Alright students, today we're going to be learning about Java syntax and basic output. And I'm only going to say these things once, so pay attention. Mr. Vidrine,
What are we doing today?
ask your mom, otherwise known as massively omnipresent motherboard. Folder. See it's right here, so there you go. All programs in Java reside within a class. You must have a class for your program. Also, bananas are very legit. Yes, Mr. Automata.
I need to go potty.
Mr. Automata, if you need to visit the restroom, you should do that before class. But go anyway, because I don't want you pooping on my computer. In Java, it's required that you define a main method. Spaceships are cool. The program will begin executing its main method. Python uses indentation to denote a block of code, and Java uses braces. But it is still good practice to use indentation in any language. Java requires an open brace and a closed brace for every class and method. Are you paying attention? Sir,
What's a brace?
ask your mom. Spaceships are still cool.
Hey, Ma.
Semicolons are required for each statement as a termination. Otherwise, the statement will not run properly. As you can see here, beautiful redness. It's red. But only I can change to red. No one else changes the font color. Got that? No one.
I got voicemail.
Sir, why are you using your phone in class?
Because you told me to ask my mom.
Do I need to write you up? Please put that away. As you can see here, I've prepared some examples of the code. Got it? Good. One note for you here, students. Many X's. That's all you need to remember in this class. Here we see the escape sequence. That's how you print certain symbols that cannot otherwise be used because it would violate syntax in a certain context. He said, "My name is Bob." Single line comments are denoted with the double forward slash, and multi-line comments are denoted with forward slashes and asterisk symbols. Any questions? Why are you sleeping in this class? Please begin working on labs 1A through 1C. We'll be learning the Introduction to Java Variables, part the first. Anyone questions? Good. Variables in Java must be declared before they are used. Java is a strongly typed language. We can't haphazardly intermix variable types. It just won't work. Because, it's hard set. Identifiers in a program are what allow you to know what you're using. Without the identifier, neither you nor your program will have any idea what you're doing. It's basically like your name. If you don't get someone's name, you don't know what you're doing. Oddly enough, the only characters allowed in a Java identifier name are letters, numbers, underscores, and the $sign. God bless America. Wait. Define God. Anyway. A keyword is a reserved word used in a language for a specific purpose. Keywords have predefined meaning in a language, but it is illegal to use a keyword as an identifier. There are 50 reserved words in Java that cannot be used as an identifier. Also, because no one cares, this is Unit 2. Case sensitivity is obvious and you should know how to use it. Sci-Fair ISD Pride. Exclamation points only come before words in other languages. Three-inch disc. This class is not legal. Cypress Ranch is not legal. Data types are in Java. There are 8 built-in data types. Variable types that store integer numbers are byte, short, int, and long. The real data types, not the integer data types, but the real data types, are labeled as float and double. Yeah. Here are the ranges. Memorize them. You should have them memorized. Some more example code. Are you paying attention to the example code, students? Because you should be understanding this. The character data type is different from the other data types. There are ASCII values that you really should memorize. They're good for helping you. Ready? You should have them memorized. Now memorize these ASCII values. You should have them memorized. Here's the character chart again, but you should already have it memorized. Begin working on Lab 2A. Not the other labs though, they're unimportant. Just A. All you need is the A. unit. Three. Bananas contain protein. Wait, no, it's my other class, sorry. Okay. One use of the scanner class in Java is to read data from the default input device, the keyboard. Unless you're using a gaming controller, which you should never be in this class because no games. None. Methods from the scanner class parse the input. You must import the scanner class from the java.util package before it can be used in your program. Every time. Every time. These methods are scanner methods, which will receive data from a certain input and use it as a variable. Before invoking the scanner methods to read data from the keyboard, you must prompt the user to do so. This basically means print out a string asking the user to input something, and the scanner will read it. You can name your scanner. Yes, Mr. Vadreen.
What brand of string do you recommend?
Chlorophyll. You may name a scanner however you so wish, but for the uses of this class, because I'm lazy and because it's easy for me, I will name it keyboard every single time, and I expect you to do so as well. Greetings, Josh. It is a good idea to let your user know what range of values you're expecting. Not that hard. Once again, you should have memorized the ASCII values for all the different data types during the last unit. All of them. Mr. Vadreen? Good.
What we got?
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The scanner methods next and next line may be used in any type of data. Whenever they read, it is treated as a string. Shadow text. Cypress Ranch is no longer illegal, so enter the school name, Cypress. Indeed. You should be understanding this now, students. Next line is a special type of scanner method. How can we fix the anomaly? You should understand now. Begin working on who's been messing with my PowerPoints? Travis, was that you again? I'm writing you up this time, I swear. Exit. Mr. Vadreen, are you playing Minecraft during my class? It's not good enough, sir.
No.
I will connect to your computer and delete it all from your flash drive. Normally I would commend you for doing something that's so horribly boring that no one would ever enjoy it, but you seem to be enjoying it for some reason, and because you're having fun and being creative, I cannot allow this in my class. Alright, students, unit after 3, but before 5. Methods and parameters. Okay, a method, as you can see, is a storage location for related program statements. And Mr. Sokolov, please stop touching Mr. Vidrine in that way. That's for next period. We were first introduced to methods in Scratch, which we used for a little while and everybody hated, but now everybody wants to go back to it for some reason. I don't understand you people. This is easy. Created your own methods in Giroux encoding that. Apparently. Methods organize your code into logical tasks and make it easier to maintain. You define a method with an access modifier. You should understand this by now. Wake up. Defining a method is clearly shown here. Always remember your braces. Also, there's a semicolon here. That is the correct way. And yet, here it was missing. That means the code is not going to work. Public means everyone can access it. Private is basically the counter to public. No one can access it unless they have permission. Protected, well, I'm sure you kids know all about what that means. I'll give you a hint, it has to do with the package. Invoking methods, for example, you should understand. Class, we'll be learning about constructors and graphic. Really, I need to get a better password. People keep messing with my PowerPoints. What living creature is this? Anyway, constructors always have the same name as the class. As you can see, constructors are normally used to initialize the data of the class to ensure the object is ready for use. This unit is very long, so I'll probably be skimming through some of it. This is basically summarizing what was said before. Paint. Used in the graphics window. You can set the color, draw different objects, or even fill some of them. Fill rect is a personal favorite command of mine. Now you draw a polygon and fill it, but you have to specify coordinates and other details, measurements and such. Mr. Vidrine, why are you not paying attention while I'm teaching? What are you doing? Is your monitor not blocked?
I'm taking notes.
Good job. Hold on, let me write something down.
See, notes.
Brownie point to Alexandrine Z. The color class. Not exactly a racist, but in a way it could potentially be seen as such. Also, many different colors are allowed for use while drawing objects in Java. But once again, never change the color in a document. You'll be poisoned by rainbows. This is the graphics screen. X goes all the way across and Y goes down. Down on X. A rectangle, this is a circle, specified coordinates. This code will produce this on the screen. Began working on these labs, appropriately named via battleship coordinates. Today, students, we're learning quite a long new unit. Very long and very hard, so pay attention to my lesson. OOP terminology, formatting and calculations. Here's this new devilry. Calculations, but not with a calculator in your head. You should be intelligent enough to perform these. Instructors always have the same name as the class, but we already know this. If you paid attention during the last unit, Mr. Kalahanana, and then instance variables. You've also already learned about these, but I will review them for you. You need many methods to have access to the same variable, make the variable an instance variable. For instance, the scope of an instance variable is in the entire class where the variable is defined. Mr. Gadreen, are you taking notes?
Yeah.
Good boy. Accessor methods are the public methods that are defined to provide read access to the instance variables. They're called access methods. The public methods that are defined to provide write access are called modifier methods. The instance variables of a class are known as the properties. The public methods of a class are known as the behaviors. Sometimes it is desirable to specify how you want to format your output. Java uses printf or format. There you go. Sometimes, oh, it's the same. Are you understanding this, students? Because you're expected to finish your labs by the end of the week. Yes, sir.
I'm not quite sure what we're doing. Could you explain that again?
No.
But-
Should have been paying attention the first time.
But it was. You kind of mumble through the lessons, and I don't know.
Are you sassing me?
No.
Well, either you're sassing me or you need to pay more attention. If you need me to write you up, then I will. Field width includes a decimal point. Precision is the number of decimal digits after the decimal, and the type of data is to what type it will be converted. This is formatting. You should understand. The general form of a format specifier is the brackets, and then there you go. Format specifiers begin with a percentage character. This is known as modulus. It ends with a type card indicating how the data will be converted. To format real numbers, we use modulus f. The f stands for floating point, not float. To format integers, we use modulus d. The d stands for decimal integer. Expressions consist of variables, operators, and values. Some frequently used operators are seen here. Got 'em? Good. Operator precedence. PEMDAS is the dumbest phrase ever. Remember, it is order of operations. You should know this. But according to the books of faces, many of you are too stupid to remember. Integers and real numbers are very different things. Remember the difference, because integers do not contain decimal points. Ever. Remember what each of these statements yield. If the equation includes a real number, then the result will always include a real number. The modulus operator in an equation such as these provides the remaining number after a division. The assignment operator sets the variable on the left equal to the result of the expression on the right. 1 equals symbol. 1 is setting, 2 is checking. Remember, that means you, Mr. Suck. Increment and decrement. A double plus or a double minus. Not difficult. See me after class. There you go, students. You have learned, and you shall know. Begin working.